but why? Why did you feel compelled to write that book? Because I can tell by the thickness of it, it took you a long time.
It did, yeah.
So there must have been some sort of personal motivation that was pretty strong to write that book.
Sure. A couple of things. Curiosity and persistence, and I was solving my own problem. So one of the things that happened is right after school, I got a job at a big company, and I was working with a lot of people who had just graduated from top 15 business programs. I got this job straight out of undergrad. I had no idea what I was doing, and I really wanted to learn, like, what are we doing here? What is business? How does it work? What's important to know? What's not important to know? And so one of the things that I tried to do with the personal MBA, and one of the reasons, like how the project got started, was I figured that there was a book written by a business school professor in the 1950s or something. And I just needed to go out and find that book and read that book. And then I would understand the fundamentals. Then I would understand the basics of what it is that we're all doing here. And I looked and I looked and I read and I read and I couldn't find it. And so at a certain point, that I had essentially spent months reading, just going through category after category, just trying to understand for myself what businesses are, how businesses work. And at a certain point, I realized, like, this is important to me. And there's something that should exist in the world that for some reason doesn't exist in the world. And I think I need to be the person to make that, to do that. And so that's when the personal MBA went from just this crazy side project that I did post undergrad into essentially a second full-time job, reading and research and trying to decide for myself, what are the critical parts of business? How do businesses work? How do they function? And then I decided to put that in a form that other people could read and benefit from as well.